Hello, I'm Sid. Today we will be developing a music player app. We will install these dependencies. We will create a widget called tracks. Let's include an app bar. We will use a list view dot separated in order to display all the tracks. We will declare this variable in order to fetch all the tracks from our device. We will also need a list of songs. Initially it will be empty. We will declare this method in order to fetch the tracks. Audio query has a method called getSongs. Once we have fetched all the tracks, we have to display it in the list view, so we will be using setState for that. In Circle Avatar, we will be displaying the album art of the song, but there may be a chance that the album art will be null. In that case, we will be displaying the image from asset. So you will have to create this folder. Inside that, I have used this file. And in pubspec, you will have to specify the path in assets. We will check out whether it is null or not. If it is null, then we will be using asset image. If it is not null, then we will be using file image. In that we will be passing file, and inside file we are passing the URL of the album art. In subtitle we will be displaying the name of the artist. We will also have an on tap method. We will call the get tracks method from init state. We will call the tracks widget in our main file. Let's import it. We will run our app. Our app is getting installed. Now we are able to see all the tracks. So we have the name of the song, the name of the artist, and the album art. So whenever we click on any of the song, we should be able to play it. In order to do that, we will be declaring one music player widget. So we will have to create a file for that. We will put this icon inside a button. So whenever we press on the back button, we should be able to navigate back to the previous widget. So whenever we click on a particular track, we should be able to pass the song in music player in order to play it. So we will declare one method, and we will also declare one variable for that. So we will be passing it from tracks. In tracks, we will be declaring one variable called current index. That is the index of the current song that is being played. Whenever we tap on any of the track, we will be getting its index, and we will set it to the current index. We will pass the song in music player. So we will be displaying the album art. We will display the name of the artist. We will also display the slider in order to display the progress of the track. We should be able to drag the slider and we will be able to move to any part of the track that we want. So we will be needing few variables. The minimum value will always be 0 because that is the beginning of the song. The maximum value will keep on varying according to the length of the song. Current value is the current part of the song that is being played. We will also need string variables in order to display the time. So it will be displaying the current part of the song that is being played and also the length of the song. In order to play the song, we will be needing audio player. We will declare one method called setSong in order to play that particular track. Let's make it asynchronous. So we are having these values in the format of milliseconds, so we need to convert it in proper minute second format. So we will be declaring a method for that. We will convert it to an integer. I'm displaying it in minutes and seconds format. If you want, you can also include hours. We will be iterating through each of these values. We will convert it to a string. And we will provide the width of 2. We need to ensure that our number will be a 2-digit number. That's the reason we will be passing 2. And finally we will be joining it using colon. So we will set the current value to the minimum value. And the maximum value will be equal to the length of the song. So we will be setting the current time and the end time in this string format. In slider, we will have to specify the minimum value and the maximum value. And whenever we drag the slider, we should be able to change the part of the song that we are playing currently. We will be using this method in order to change the part of the track that we are playing. We want that our value should be near the slider, so we will be using transform. So we want that our y-axis should be moving slightly towards the upward direction, so we will be providing a negative value. We will pass the current time and the end time. We will need few buttons in order to play, pause, or move forward or backward. So we will be needing few buttons in order to move to the next song or to the previous song. So we will have the play or pause button in the middle. So depending on whether the song is playing or not, we will be changing the icon. So we will declare one boolean value for that. If it is playing, then we will be showing a pause button. Otherwise, we will be showing a play button. In init state, we will be calling the set song. Once this music player widget is destroyed, we also need to dispose the player, otherwise it will keep on playing in the background and there will be a memory leak. We will declare one method called change status in order to play or pause the track. If it is playing, then we will pause it, and vice versa. If it is playing, then we will call the play method. Otherwise, we will be calling the pause method. We'll set it to false, and then we will be calling the change status. So once the song starts playing, we need to show what duration of the track is being played currently. So in order to do that, we will have to use one stream listener. So we will be using set state in order to display the current time. Whenever we want to play the next song, we should be calling a method so that we can move on to the next song. So in tracks, we will be declaring one method called change track. In this, we will be passing a boolean variable. If is next is true, then we will be moving on to the next song. Otherwise, we will be moving to the previous song. So if we are moving to the next song, we need to ensure that the current index is not equal to the last song. If it is not the last song, then only we will be incrementing it by 1. When we want to move to the previous track, then we need to ensure that it is not the first song. If it is not the first song, then only we will be decrementing it. Once we are done, we should be able to play the next track. In order to do that, we will have to call the set song method that we have over here. But we need to call this change track method from music player. So we will be calling it as a callback function. So we will go in music player and we will declare one callback function. We have to move on to the next song, that's why we are going to pass true, whereas we have to move to the previous song, so we will be passing false. We will pass change track even in the music player because it is a callback function. From change track we have to access set song method, which is in music player. In order to do that, we will need a key. We will initialize this key in tracks. We will pass this key in music player, and using this key we will play the next song. So we will call this method set song, and the current song will be passed to the set song. Let's try to run this app. We will restart our app. We are able to play the song, so you guys can see that we are having the duration and we are having the play pause button. So whenever we are tapping on the pause button, it's not working because we have not added the functionality yet. So let's add that functionality for playing and pausing the button. It's called change status. So whenever you call change status, then you will be able to play or pause the song. So we can pause it. We can also drag the song. You can move to the next track. You can pause it, then you can drag it. You can go to the previous song. You can play any other track that you want. So we are done building the app. If you like the video, then please like, subscribe and share the video. Thank you so much for watching.